Well, hello, this is Jefferson Calico, again, comparative religion instructor. We are in week 4 now, in the middle of Hinduism, and I wanted to make a few comments about idols, the use of idols or images in worship, which is a very prevalent practice in Hinduism. This expression, the use of idols, this expression of spirituality or religion is very different from what most of us probably are used to. Coming from a sort of Christian cultural background, this may be seen as, you may see this as very off-putting, very cold, distant, very ritualistic. Um, but the use of idols is really about a desire to connect with God in a personal and experiential way. It's really what it's about. People who use idols won't generally don't believe that the idol itself is God. The object isn't God, but the idol is a point of contact with God. So God is there in some way, even if the object itself isn't God. It's a way, it's a portal, it's a point of connection, a way to encounter and experience God through this image. And so it comes out of this longing to experience God in an intimate way. And two practices in Hinduism I think really reflect this. The first one is circumambulation, or walking around the image. And I don't think your book talks about that, but it's a very common practice in Hindu worship. And you also see this in Islam. On the Hajj, the pilgrims will come into Mecca and circumambulate or walk around the Kaaba, and we'll cover that in Islam. But just think about what does this symbolize? Walking around the image, circling the image. What is this? It's like orbiting God in a sense. So this is if you think about a moon that's orbiting a planet, right? It's connected to that planet by this strong gravitational pull, and so the worshiper here is signifying his or her gravitational pull towards the God, this deep connection and orbiting God. So this is putting a God at the very center of one's life. All of one's life revolves around the deity. And so this is about drawing near and connecting to the God and expressing this in this very physical way. The other practice is darshan or darshana, which is mentioned on page 110 in your book. So darshan is the experience of connecting with God by seeing and being seen by the God. If you look at Hindu statuary, Hindu idols, often their eyes are large. And this is because of this experience, the importance of this experience of darshan, being seen by the God. So just think about in your life, if you lock eyes with someone, you feel something when that happens. You feel a connection. You feel an exchange of energy or an understanding. When you lock eyes with someone, it's and share that glance at each other in this way and lock eyes. It can be a very intimate experience. It can be very uncomfortable at times, but it's a very intimate type of. There's something that happens there, and so this is the same in darshan. When you lock eyes with the God, there's a deep connection established, made between you and the God, and there's this exchange of energy and grace, so that the power and the favor of the God is transferred to you through this intimate looking at one another through the idol. So again, that's just about this trying to connect with God in a deep experiential way. So no matter what you think about idols and their use in worship, I did just want to bring out this aspect of of the use of idols to help you understand it a little bit better. All right. Hope you're enjoying the class.